This is why your blood pressure gets worse with age, and it's not what you think. Most people believe that aging automatically means higher blood pressure, like it's some kind of natural law that after 40, your numbers just start climbing. But here's what's crazy. Your blood pressure doesn't get worse because you're getting older. It gets worse because of what happens inside your body over decades. And this process starts way earlier than most people realize. Let me break this down for you. When you're young, your arteries are like brand new garden hoses. Flexible, smooth, and blood flows through them easily. But as years go by, something called arterial stiffening begins to happen. It's like those hoses slowly turning into rigid pipes. Now here's the part that'll blow your mind. This stiffening isn't just about age. It's about what you've been putting your arteries through for decades. Every time you get stressed at work, your blood pressure spikes. Every time you eat processed food, inflammation builds up in your artery walls. Every sleepless night, every cigarette, every hour sitting at your desk, it all adds up. Think of it like this: your arteries are keeping a score. And by the time you hit 40 or 50, that score is starting to show. But let me get more specific about what's actually happening inside your arteries. Your artery walls have 3 layers. The inner layer, called the endothelium, is like a smooth coating that helps blood flow easily. Over time, this layer gets damaged by high blood sugar, stress hormones, and inflammation. When this happens, your body tries to fix it, but instead of smooth repairs, it creates rough patches. These patches collect cholesterol, calcium, and other substances. This is what doctors call plaque buildup. But that's not the worst part. The middle layer of your artery wall contains smooth muscle cells. These cells are supposed to relax and contract to help control blood flow. But as you age, they start to multiply and create scar tissue. This scar tissue makes your arteries thick and stiff. Instead of expanding when your heart pumps, they stay rigid. So your heart has to work harder to push blood through. Now here's where it gets really interesting. There's something called pulse wave velocity. It's basically how fast pressure waves travel through your arteries. In young, flexible arteries, these waves move slowly and smoothly. But in stiff arteries, they move fast and hit hard. This creates a specific pattern. The pressure wave bounces back from your stiff arteries and hits your heart while it's still pumping. This is why older people often have that classic blood pressure pattern. Normal bottom number, but high top number. The stiff arteries can't absorb the pressure waves anymore. But wait, there's more to this story. Your kidneys play a huge role too, and what happens to them with age is fascinating and terrifying at the same time. You're born with about 1 million tiny filtering units in each kidney, called nephrons. These are like microscopic coffee filters that clean your blood. Here's the problem. You lose about 6,000 to 10,000 nephrons per kidney every year after age 30. That's roughly 1% of your kidney function gone forever, every single year. By age 70, you've lost about 40% of your nephrons. Now, why does this matter for blood pressure? When your kidneys can't filter blood as well, your body holds on to more salt and water. More fluid means more pressure in your system. It's like trying to fit the same amount of water through a smaller pipe, but it gets worse. Your kidneys also produce hormones that control blood pressure. The most important one is called renin. When your kidneys sense low blood flow, they release renin, which triggers a chain reaction that raises your blood pressure. As your kidneys age and lose nephrons, they become more sensitive. They think blood flow is low even when it's normal, so they keep releasing renin, keeping your blood pressure high. There's also something called the renin-angiotensin system. This is your body's main blood pressure control system. As you age, this system becomes overactive. It's like having a car alarm that goes off every time a leaf touches the car. Your kidneys start treating normal situations like emergencies. Then there's your nervous system. The part that controls your blood pressure automatically starts getting less sensitive with age. You have special sensors called baroreceptors in your neck and chest. These sensors detect changes in blood pressure and tell your brain to adjust. When you're young, these sensors are super sensitive. If your blood pressure goes up even a little bit, they immediately signal your brain to bring it back down. But as you age, these sensors become less responsive. It's like the thermostat in your house getting wonky. It doesn't respond as quickly to changes, so your pressure swings get wider. Your heart rate variability also decreases with age. This means your heart can't adjust as quickly to different situations. When you stand up, exercise, or get stressed, your blood pressure takes longer to stabilize. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Your blood itself changes with age. Your blood gets thicker, more viscous. This happens because your red blood cells become less flexible, and your blood contains more proteins and other substances. It's like trying to pump honey instead of water through those increasingly stiff pipes. Your blood also becomes more likely to clot. This is because your platelets become more sticky and your body produces more clotting factors. This combination of thicker blood and stiffer arteries creates the perfect storm for high blood pressure. But here's another factor most people don't know about. Your salt sensitivity increases dramatically with age. When you're young, your kidneys can handle excess salt pretty well. They just filter it out and get rid of it through urine. But as you age, your kidneys lose this ability. The same amount of salt that didn't affect you at 25 can cause significant blood pressure spikes at 50. This is why the same diet that worked fine for years suddenly starts causing problems. Your body also becomes less efficient at producing nitric oxide. This is a molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and stay flexible. Young people produce plenty of nitric oxide, but production drops by about 10% per decade after age 40. Less nitric oxide means stiffer blood vessels and higher blood pressure. Now let's talk about inflammation. This is probably the biggest factor that nobody talks about. Chronic low-level inflammation increases with age. This inflammation damages your artery walls, makes them stiff, and interferes with normal blood pressure regulation. This inflammation comes from years of stress, poor diet, lack of sleep, and environmental toxins. It builds up slowly, like rust on a car. By the time you notice symptoms, the damage has been accumulating for decades. Your body's ability to repair this damage also decreases with age. When you're young, your body can fix small problems quickly, but as you age, the repair mechanisms slow down, so damage accumulates faster than it can be repaired. But here's the thing that really matters. None of this is inevitable. Studies show that people who stay physically active, manage stress well, and eat right can have the arterial flexibility of someone 20 years younger. Their pulse wave velocity stays low. Their kidneys stay healthy longer. Their blood stays thin. Their baroreceptors stay sensitive. There's this famous study of marathon runners in their 60s and 70s. Their arteries looked like those of people in their 30s. Same flexibility, same smooth blood flow. Another study looked at people who practiced yoga and meditation for decades. Their blood pressure patterns were similar to people half their age. The difference? They were actively working against the aging process instead of just accepting it. Regular exercise keeps your arteries flexible by creating beneficial stress that strengthens them. It's like stretching. If you don't do it, you get stiff. Stress management prevents the constant release of hormones that damage your arteries. Every time you successfully calm down a stress response, you're protecting your cardiovascular system. Good nutrition provides the building blocks your body needs to repair arterial damage and produce nitric oxide. Quality sleep allows your body to reset your blood pressure and repair daily damage. So when someone tells you that high blood pressure just comes with age, they're only telling you half the truth. Age creates the conditions for high blood pressure, but it's your daily choices that determine whether those conditions actually lead to problems. The arterial stiffening, kidney decline, and nervous system changes. They all happen faster or slower depending on how you live. Think about it this way. You have two paths ahead of you. Path 1. Accept that aging means declining health. Let your arteries stiffen, your kidneys decline, and your blood pressure climb. Take more medications and hope for the best. Path 2. Fight back against biological aging. Keep your arteries flexible, protect your kidney function, and maintain your body's natural blood pressure control systems. The choice you make today determines which path you're on. Every meal you eat either feeds inflammation or fights it. Every stressful moment you handle well protects your arteries. Every workout keeps your cardiovascular system young. Most people wait until their doctor gives them the bad news, but by then, years of damage have already built up. The smart move is to start protecting your arteries now, before age starts winning the game. Because here's the truth nobody talks about. Aging doesn't have to mean accepting higher blood pressure. It just means you need to be smarter about how you live. Your 60-year-old self is counting on the choices your current self makes right now. The food you eat today, the stress you manage today, the movement you do today, it all matters more than you think. The question is, are you ready to start playing defense against time? Or are you going to let your arteries keep score until it's too late? Because every day you wait, that arterial score keeps climbing. And once it gets too high, it becomes much harder to bring it back down. The time to act isn't when your doctor tells you there's a problem. The time to act is right now, while you still have the power to change the game.